Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about conditional expressions in Dart programming. So guys, as you can see, this is the format in which we provide the conditional expressions. So the very first thing is the condition, and this can be any relational operators that we have seen in the previous videos. So we can use any relational operator such as less than or greater than sign or equal to or not equal to relational operator, and then it is followed by a question mark. This means that we are asking the program whether a particular condition is true or false, and if this condition is true, then the very first expression, that is after the question mark, this expression will get executed, and if this condition is false, then after this colon the expression 2 will be executed. So guys, this is the format that we are going to see with the help of examples. So guys, let us move to the code. So let us say that we have a variable a equals 10, and then before moving to the conditional expression, I'll show you the if else condition that we have already seen previously. So let's say you provide if a equal to 10, then in this case, let's say we want to print it as true. So I'll print it as true. Else, if it is not equal to a, then we want to print it as false. So I'll just copy this and paste this over here. So let us save this code and run this file. So we have Dart keyword followed by Dart program name, that is Dart underscore program dot Dart, that is the extension of the Dart file. So as you can see, this is true. That's because a is actually equal to 10. Now let us make this equal to 11 so that it comes in the else statement. So I'll save this file and run this code. So as you can see, now it is false because a is not equal to 10 over here. So guys, the same thing can also be executed using the conditional expression. So let me just comment this code. So I'll go to edit and toggle line comment. So instead of this, what I will do is provide the conditional expression. So let us say over here, the very first thing is we provide the condition, that is a equal to 10. So this is the condition that we are looking for, and then followed by a question mark, and then we want to return a true value if this condition returns true. So we provide true over here, and then we have a colon, otherwise it will be false. So in this case, if a is equal to 10, then true will be returned, and if this condition is false, then the expression 2, that is after the colon, this expression will be returned. So guys, what we will do is we can assign this to a variable, that is b, and we can assign it in this way. So what is happening over here is, first the condition will be checked. If it is true, then true will be assigned to the variable b, or else false will be assigned to this variable b. And next what we will do is we will print the statement with the variable b, and then we have semicolon. Let's save this file and run this code. So as you can see, this is false. That's because the value of a is 11 and it is not equal to 10. If we make it as 10, then you can see the value returned is true. Guys, in this way we can use the conditional expressions. Now instead of this true and false, that is the boolean values, what we can do is we can also return integer values as well. So instead of this true, we can return it as 1, and instead of false, we can return it as 0, and then these values, either of one, will be assigned to the variable b. Let's save this file and run this code. So now instead of bool values, we have integers. Guys, instead of this, we can also provide the string values over here. So what we will do is we will provide a string and we will say equal to 10, and over here I'll say not equal to 10, and then let's save this file and run this code. So as you can see, equal to 10 is getting printed, and now over here if we make it as 11, that is not equal to 10, let's save this file and run this code. So guys, as you can see, not equal to 10 is getting printed. So guys, in this way you can either return a string value, an integer value, or a double value as well, provide it to a particular variable and print that variable, or you can use it in any other arithmetic operations as well. So guys, that's it in this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video we are going to talk about is for loop in Dart programming. So stay tuned.